Parents took out a third mortgage to supporting my golden child sister's business blunder, and it's been one heck of a ride lately. I never thought I'd find myself in this messed up situation, but here I am. So, as you know, I'm 19F, and I've got this older sister, 23F, who's basically the queen bee in my parents' eyes. They always made me feel like I was the unwanted one, like I was just there to fill a quota or something. And let me tell you, it's not a great feeling. I tried, you know. I tried to be the perfect daughter, to outshine my sister in every way possible. But no matter what I did, it was like I was invisible to them. They poured all their love and attention onto her, and I was just left in the shadows. It hurt, but I guess I got used to it after a while. Anyway, fast forward to college. I'm studying business because I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. Thankfully, I've got a scholarship and some help from my best friend's dad, so I don't have to rely on my parents for anything. But then, out of nowhere, they dropped this bomb on me. Turns out they've mortgaged the house to fund my sister's bakery. Yeah, you heard that right. They didn't even bother to tell me about it until they needed my help to bail them out. And get this, they want me to quit college and come back home to run the family business. Like, are they serious? I told them straight up, no way. I'm not sacrificing my future for their mess. But they didn't take it well, let me tell you. They came to my college, trying to guilt-trip me into coming back home. And when I refused, they left without paying for lunch. Real classy, huh? But you know what? I'm done with them. I'm done letting them walk all over me. I've got my best friend and her dad in my corner, and we're taking legal action to cut ties with them for good. It's time for me to focus on myself and my own happiness, because I deserve better than this crap. And let me just say, therapy has been a godsend. I've been attending 2 sessions every week since then, and I'm still a long way from being completely fine, but this is a start. My family hasn't tried to get in touch with me since the last time, but just to be on the safe side, we're still filing for a restraining order because I really don't trust them. And neither do I feel safe around them. All I can say right now is that I'm really grateful for all that I do have, and I hope things get better here onwards. The aftermath of everything that went down made me realize something profound. Family isn't just about blood. It's about the people who stand by you when you need them the most, the ones you choose to have in your life. And let me tell you, I hit the jackpot with the family I've chosen. You remember my best friend's dad, right? That man is an absolute hero. He came to my rescue with a lawyer telling me straight up that I didn't have to tolerate any more of my family's nonsense. He even went as far as to say that I was like a daughter to him. And my best friend? She's been my rock through it all. She's the sister I always wished for, always there when I need her most. After that disastrous lunch with my blood relatives, I was an emotional wreck. But with my chosen family by my side, things started looking up. They helped me navigate the legal process to file for a restraining order against my parents, and now I'm taking steps to cut them out of my life for good. It's a tough decision, but it's essential for my mental well-being. Therapy has been an absolute game-changer, too. I used to think that the way my blood family treated me was normal, but it's not. Talking to a professional about it has opened my eyes to a whole new perspective. I'm still a work in progress, but I'm making strides every day. As for my blood relatives, they haven't attempted to reach out since our last disastrous encounter. And honestly, I'm perfectly fine with that. I refuse to be their punching bag any longer, refuse to let them drag me down. From now on, I'm putting my energy into the people who genuinely care about me. So yeah, things are on the upswing. I know I've got a long journey ahead of me, but with my chosen family by my side, I'm confident I can handle whatever comes my way. And as for my blood relatives, well, they can stay in the past where they belong. It's been a while since I updated y'all, so here goes. Things have been a roller coaster, to say the least. After my family's dramatic visit to my college, I thought they'd back off, but nope, they just couldn't leave me alone. They showed up again, this time with even more antics. So, picture this. They stroll into campus like they own the place, acting all innocent like they weren't the ones causing all this drama. They insisted on taking me out for lunch, probably to try and guilt-trip me some more. I agreed to avoid causing a scene, but I made sure we went somewhere safe, a diner where I knew the owners had my back. During the awkward meal, they launched into their sob story about their financial mess and, surprise, surprise, tried to rope me into fixing it. But I stood my ground, refusing to sacrifice my future for their mistakes. Of course, they didn't take it well. My sister started accusing me of being jealous, which was laughable considering she had nothing on me. Then came the emotional manipulation. They went on about how they'd provided for me, as if basic parenting was some grand favor. I shut them down, told them I owed them nothing, and threatened to call security if they didn't leave me alone. Their response? Insults and walking out without paying for their food. Classy, right? My sister even had the nerve to smirk and tell me to foot the bill. I was beyond upset, but thankfully the diner owners came to my rescue. They comforted me and even paid for my cab back to campus. I was a wreck when I got back to my dorm, but I immediately called my best friend and filled her in. She's been my rock through all of this, and she wasted no time getting me the help I needed. We're filing for a restraining order against my family, and I've started therapy to work through everything. Despite the chaos, I'm grateful for the support I've found outside my toxic family. My best friend and her dad have been like family to me, showing me kindness I never got at home. And with their help, I'm hopeful that things will only get better from here. As I sat in my dorm room processing everything that had happened, I couldn't help but feel a surge of emotions. Anger, frustration, sadness, they all swirled around inside me, threatening to overwhelm. But amidst the chaos, there was also a glimmer of hope. A hope that maybe, just maybe, I could finally break free from the toxic cycle of my family's manipulation and control. But breaking free wouldn't be easy. It would require strength, resilience, and unwavering determination. It would mean standing up for myself, even when it felt like the whole world was against me. And most importantly, it would mean surrounding myself with people who genuinely cared about my well-being. People like my best friend and her dad. With their support, I knew I could face whatever challenges lay ahead. I knew I could take back control of my life and forge my own path, free from the shackles of my family's expectations. And as I drifted off to sleep that night, a sense of peace washed over me, knowing that I wasn't alone in this journey. Man, it feels like everything's just crashing down around me. My parents took out a third mortgage to fund my sister's failed business, and now they want me to drop out of college to bail them out. Can you believe that? They act like I owe them everything just because they raised me. But the truth is, they've never really supported me. I've always felt like the odd one out in my own family. My sister, the so-called golden child, gets all the attention while I'm left in the shadows. I've tried my best to excel, to make them proud, but it's never been enough. And now they have the nerve to ask me to sacrifice my future for them? It's ridiculous. I've worked hard to get where I am, and I'm not about to throw it all away because of their poor decisions. But what really gets to me is the guilt. Why do I feel guilty for standing up for myself, for refusing to be dragged down by their mess? It's like I'm torn between anger and sadness, and it's eating me up inside. I thought maybe they'd change, that they'd see how much they've hurt me. But after their latest stunt, I know that's never going to happen. They're selfish, manipulative people who only care about themselves. Thankfully, I have some amazing friends who have been there for me every step of the way. They've helped me see that I'm not alone, that I deserve better than this. And now, with their support, I'm taking back control of my life. I've started therapy to deal with all the emotional baggage, and I'm working with a lawyer to cut ties with my toxic family for good. It's not going to be easy, but I know it's the right decision for me. I may not have a traditional family, but I have people who love and support me unconditionally, and that's all I need to keep moving forward. As I sit here, reflecting on everything that's happened, I can't help but feel a sense of disbelief. How did things spiral out of control so quickly? It's like I blinked, and suddenly my whole world was turned upside down. But amidst the chaos, there's also a glimmer of hope. A hope that maybe, just maybe, this is the push I needed to finally break free from the toxic cycle of my family's manipulation and control. It won't be easy, I know that. There will be obstacles and challenges along the way, but I'm determined to see it through. And as I look to the future, I realize that I'm not alone in this journey. I have friends who have become like family to me, who have stood by my side through thick and thin. They're the ones who give me strength when I feel like I'm about to crumble, who remind me that I am worthy of love and respect. So, no matter how tough things get, I know I'll always have them by my side. And with their support, I can face whatever lies ahead with courage and determination. After all, I am stronger than I ever thought possible. It's been a roller coaster of emotions since my last update, but I'm hanging in there. Therapy has been helping me cope with everything, and I've been slowly but surely working through my feelings. My best friend and her dad have been incredible pillars of support throughout all of this, and I don't know where I'd be without them. Filing for the restraining order was a necessary step to protect myself from my toxic family, but it also stirred up a lot of old wounds. Going through the legal process brought back memories of the years of neglect and emotional abuse I endured at their hands. But with the guidance of my therapist and the unwavering support of my chosen family, I've been confronting those painful memories head-on. The legal proceedings have been progressing steadily, and I'm hopeful that soon I'll have the legal closure I need to move forward with my life. It's not easy, but knowing that I'm taking steps to protect myself gives me a sense of empowerment that I haven't felt in a long time. In the meantime, I've been focusing on my studies and my part-time job, trying to carve out a future for myself that's independent of my toxic family. It's a challenge, especially with the emotional baggage I'm carrying, but I refuse to let them hold me back any longer. As for my family, they've made no attempts to reach out to me since the incident at the diner. It's a relief in some ways, but it also serves as a painful reminder of the broken relationship between us. Part of me still longs for closure, for an acknowledgement of the pain they've caused me, but I know that may never come. For now, I'm focusing on healing and building a support network of people who truly care about me. It's a slow process, but I'm taking it one day at a time, and with each step forward, I'm reclaiming my life and my sense of self-worth. Reflecting on everything that's happened, I've come to realize just how resilient I am. Despite all the challenges and setbacks, I'm still standing strong, determined to create a better future for myself. It's not always easy, and there are moments when I feel overwhelmed by everything, but I refuse to let my past define me. With the support of my therapist and my chosen family, I've been able to confront my demons head-on and start the journey toward healing. It's a journey that won't happen overnight, but I'm committed to putting in the work. And while there may still be difficult days ahead, I know that I have the strength and the support to overcome whatever obstacles come my way. I may not have had the most conventional upbringing, but I refuse to let that hold me back from living my best life. So here's to the future, to new beginnings, and to the unwavering resilience of the human spirit. I may have been knocked down, but I'm not out. And as long as I keep moving forward, I know that better days are ahead. You know, it's been a real roller coaster lately. I never thought I'd find myself in this messed up situation, but here I am. So, as you know, I'm 19F, and I've got this older sister, 23F, who's basically the queen bee in my parents' eyes. They always made me feel like I was the unwanted one, like I was just there to fill a quota or something. And let me tell you, it's not a great feeling. I tried, you know? I tried to be the perfect daughter, to outshine my sister in every way possible. But no matter what I did, it was like I was invisible to them. They poured all their love and attention onto her, and I was just left in the shadows. It hurt, but I guess I got used to it after a while. Anyway, fast forward to college. I'm studying business because I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. Thankfully, I've got a scholarship and some help from my best friend's dad, so I don't have to rely on my parents for anything. But then, out of nowhere, they dropped this bomb on me. Turns out they've mortgaged the house to fund my sister's bakery. Yeah, you heard that right. They didn't even bother to tell me about it until they needed my help to bail them out. And get this, they want me to quit college and come back home to run the family business. Like, are they serious? I told them straight up, no way! I'm not sacrificing my future for their mess, but they didn't take it well, let me tell you. They came to my college, trying to guilt-trip me into coming back home, and when I refused, they left without paying for lunch. Real classy, huh? But you know what? I'm done with them. I'm done letting them walk all over me. I've got my best friend and her dad in my corner, and we're taking legal action to cut ties with them for good. It's time for me to focus on myself and my own happiness, because I deserve better than this crap. In the midst of all this chaos, I've been trying to find some sense of normalcy. It's not easy, but I've been throwing myself into my studies and my part-time job to keep myself busy. And you know what? It's been helping. I've also been leaning on my friends a lot more lately. They've been there for me through thick and thin, offering a listening ear and a shoulder to cry on whenever I need it. I don't know what I'd do without them, honestly. As for my family, they've been radio silent ever since our blowout at the diner. Part of me wonders if they'll ever come around, if they'll ever realize how much they've hurt me. But another part of me knows that it's probably for the best if they don't. So, yeah, that's where I'm at right now. It's been a wild ride, but I'm holding on tight and trying to stay positive. And who knows, maybe things will start looking up sooner rather than later.